Should have done this video like a month ago, Eric. So yeah. So of course I saw a comment. I saw a comment. There was gonna be a people were gonna compare the two franchises that into movies because the whole Mario and Sonic rivalry. Of course they're gonna do it. Plus they're popular now. They're popular. They just started the whole video game Renaissance movie, like video game movies being good. Now we got a Pac-Man movie, a Minecraft movie. We're getting the Five Nights at Freddy's movie soon. That's the next one actually, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and that's popular as hell. Shit, shit. You mean to tell me we go from a Pikachu movie to a Sonic movie to a Mario movie, and now upcoming is a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Shit. But yeah, Mario versus Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario 2023 and Sonic 2020. If I'm being honest to you, he shouldn't have done Sonic 1. He could have done at least Sonic 2 because that at least had Tails and Knuckles in the fan service from the games and it was better. It was a better comparison anyway. Mario movie and Sonic 2, people were going to compare those movies instead of Mario 1, instead of Sonic 1 and Mario, because everyone knew that. Because in my opinion, I think Mario movie is better than Sonic 1, but I don't think it's better than Sonic 2. I think Sonic 2 was better than Mario movie. I think a better comparison would have been Sonic 2 versus Mario movie instead of Sonic 1. As we can see here. We're gonna react to this video. I don't think he's gonna talk. I don't think he's gonna talk about Sonic 2 in the video. He's gonna bring it up since, come on, the Mario movie came out like literally a year after Sonic 2. Sonic came out April 8th and Sonic 2 and Mario came out April 7th. So I think he's gonna bring up Mario Sonic 2 somewhat shape or form. And I think he's also gonna talk about the video game curse being broken with Pikachu, Five Nights at Freddy's, Mario, and Sonic in other video game movies. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Here we go.
How do we know you'll love pretzel
We're gonna
crust?
react to this video. Let's see which one's better. At least in his opinion. At least in his opinion, because I think Sonic was better.
No,
When it comes to writing, I think Mario has better fan service.
Memorial Day mattress sale is going on
But yeah,
right now.
3,
Save on new mattress
2,
arrivals like the
1,
Timber Breeze
and go.
Purple Tree.
Sonic and Mario, two iconic video game characters that waged war against each other with the console wars in the 80s and 90s, until Nintendo won and Sega started selling Sonic to literally every video game system they could. So, how do their recent family movies compare to each other in a day and age where video game movies and shows are actually starting to get consistently good? We are about to find out.
He has to bring up Sonic 2 somehow.
We all know the story for Mario. There it is. Yeah, it's less of a story and more of an objective. And it's a formula that's
Exactly.
proven to work. The story for pretty much every Mario game is just an excuse so the gameplay can happen. And the story is very much the same for this movie. It has a little more depth to it, but not much. And this time, instead of Peach getting kidnapped, it's Luigi. And the simplistic story for Super Mario Bros. Is both its strength and its weakness.
For
but
real.
we'll talk more about that later. And the story for Sonic is also very simple, and is definitely more akin to the stories of early 2000s kids movies with a mix of the game's plot. The story is that one day when he's feeling unbearably lonely, Sonic runs as fast as he can, causing a shockwave called Flashpoint, which brings both his and Mario's world together, where Bowser and Dr. Robotnik have teamed up and taken over. And Sonic, Mario, Tails, and Knuckles all come together to take down the two evil masterminds, Jim Carrey and Jack Black. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my dream Sonic and Mario crossover movie.
Hey! Hey bro. Hey Eric. Let me tell you something. I was like, wait a minute, what is he? Is he trying to come up with I said this. That's exactly what I would do. A Mario and Sonic crossover movie, like, or even a Mario and Sonic crossover game. Like, that's what I would do. Wait a minute, why is he using the Sonic Boom design? Why is he using the Sonic Boom model? Why can't he just use the modern Sonic's design or movie Sonic's design? Since we're comparing the movies, why is he using Sonic Boom? hell, I like Sonic Boom, the show at least, not the games, but I would have used modern Sonic instead of movie Sonic.
A man can dream. The actual story
Hey, a man can dream too. Y'all know me, I'm a gamer.
for Sonic the Hedgehog is that one day when he's feeling unbearably lonely, Sonic runs as fast as he can, causing a shockwave which causes all the power in the city to shut down. In response to this, the government send over Bruce Almighty to investigate. Sonic tries to escape and hide in his mushroom world, but thanks to his new friend Donut Lord, he loses his transportation rings and needs to go and find them. So both he and Donut Lord embark on a road trip journey to help Sonic go home. Now the story for Sonic is serviceable, but the story is not what makes this movie fun. It's the characters and the action. The story is really just a means to an end, but for this kind of movie, that is fun.
Yeah, sure. And the emotion too.
Characters to a point that it was
Yeah, and the emotion too. That's really all I really enjoyed about Sonic 1. The characters, the action, and the emotion. Like let's on the character development of Sonic. Although I am gonna say this though, what Mario does compared to better than Sonic though is that they don't have Mario be annoying to the point where you just want to put tape over his mouth. Because that is literally one of my issues with both Sonic movies. Sonic himself could be literally annoying at times to the point where even Tails, a character that's younger than Sonic, is more watchable than this version of Sonic. Cause it's like you just want to put tape over his mouth. There are times where you just want to throw him in a closet and lock the door or something, and then just walk as far away as you can from that closet. Like, he can really be that irritating.
actually more than just fine. The only real problem I have with the story for Sonic is that the shortcuts it takes are not to benefit the story, but are done so they can spend less money. The studio clearly did not want to fund a movie that takes place in the video games world and decides to bring Sonic to Earth. Not because it makes sense, but because it's cheaper. For the majority of the movie, the only effect is Sonic, and the rest is so cheap to shoot with basic sets. And that is a shame to me, as the bit of the mushroom world that we do see at the beginning of the movie looks so cool, and I would really...
Hey, Paramount. Where the hell was this with Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Now I understand why they didn't want to do it with the first movie because it was an origin story and plus the budget, all that stuff, they couldn't use it. But Sonic 2, you really had Tails and Knuckles in the fucking Chaos Emeralds. You had no excuse. This movie, Sonic 2, should have taken place in Sonic's world. Literally, just look at this. Hell, even in the Mario movie too, in the Mario movie as well. Literally the whole entire movie took place in Mushroom Kingdom and all the other islands. And the attention to detail they brought from the Mario games to the movie, like, what the hell? I'm over here like, why the hell can Paramount do this with Sonic? Like, look at Sonic's world here. Like, tell me we can't have a full movie taking place on this place.
I'd like to see it explored more. This is the same sentiment I had towards seeing Cybertron in the opening of Bumblebee. But no, we get to Earth and do a road trip movie instead.
Especially for a character like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog that literally runs fast. Literally most of his movie is him in a fucking car, talking to a random ass human being, which I like, which is Donut Lord's good, though. I'm just saying.
Now, as I alluded earlier, there are weaknesses with the story for Super Mario Bros. And a big one.
Paramount. Literally, I'm listening to the music. I'm literally listening to the song of the Mario. They had the Mario remix too. Let me just say this right now. Mario owns Sonic when it comes to the music, at least in the movies. I think Sonic has better music overall in the whole franchise, the games. But in the movie, come on. Mario literally has the better soundtrack. Sonic 3 better have better music. So help me fucking God. So fucking help me God. If I don't hear a Live and Learn, or at least a remix of Live and Learn, or I Am All of Me, or All Hail a Shadow, or fucking Open Your Heart, or something, or some type of shit, or the Knuckles rap, I'm gonna fucking snap.
Is the overall pacing. As soon as Luigi gets separated from Mario, Toad instantly tells him a few seconds later, your brother is captured by Bowser and held prisoner in the Darklands. That reveal and moment of realization was so quick, and there was no build-up to it. And Mario wasn't even given any time to react to that terrible information. The movie feels like it's on fast forward sometimes. It's good to get the movie going.
Yeah, I agree. That's my biggest issue with the Mario. Y'all seen my review? That was one of my biggest issues with the Mario movie. It was the fucking pacing. That was my biggest complaint. The fucking pacing was so fast.
But this got going way too fast. The first 2 acts of the film felt less paced like a movie and more like, well,
a video game.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Tiny cutscene to
Exactly.
transition you to the next level. And I didn't mind that at times, but it did make the movie feel rushed in places where you wanted to take a breather, take in the world, and see the characters react to this terrible news. Sonic, on the other hand, never had this pacing issue. As basic as the story is, it felt like everything was given the appropriate amount of time before they moved on to the next scene, whereas I can't say the same with the first half of Super Mario Bros. Now, on the one hand, the story works for the franchise that it's adapting.
Flexfilm is a pad designed to keep.
No. I do see where y'all can. I do understand that because obviously Bowser trying to marry Peach, but the fucking problem is Bowser doesn't even kidnap Peach though. I mean, at least until the end. No, he doesn't even kidnap Peach. He tries to. Hell, at least in the games he would try to kidnap her or get a hold of her. In the movie, he doesn't even try to kidnap her. He just tries to say, "No, Peach, marry me. I don't want to fight you." Like, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, I would have had Bowser go around. Here's what I would have done with the Mario movie. Have superstars be on each kingdom, like represented on the map, or at least in the movie. Have each island they go to have superstars, and have Bowser going around collecting stars from each island. And then just try to, if you wanted to do something with Peach, have Bowser like kidnap Peach and threatens her, give me the fucking superstar, or else I'm gonna fucking kill you and throw you into the pit of fire. That's what I would have done.
Up to 0 leaks.
Not have fucking peaches. Like, fuck out of here, Bowser. Like, you're supposed to be a threat. Nah, you're the biggest motherfucker in the movie, and yet you're a simp for a princess. What?
Acting, as the pacing is accurate to that of a Mario video game. But on the other hand, this is a movie, and the best quarterback...
Exactly, this is a fucking movie, not a video game. Yes, I know we're here to see the fan service in the video games, but it's like, even that was not enough. I was still kind of underwhelmed with the story. I know, I'm not gonna sound like a critic though. I'm not gonna sound like a critic, which I fucking say, fuck them critics for what they said. But my issue is that they could have made Bowser more of a threat. They could have just developed Mario's, Luigi's, like the characters some more. You know what I'm saying?
For something like this is to blend the two styles together, kind of like what Mario did with his action scenes. But unfortunately, Mario did not bring that level of balance to its story. And when compared to Sonic's slightly better paced story, Mario's story falls very short in comparison. On the plus side, I would argue that Mario has slightly better pacing in the sense that I was never bored, whereas Sonic did have some boring moments. So that gives points to Mario's story, but the fast-forwarding nature brings the quality of its pacing
That was
back
because
down.
of the fan
And I would
service.
rather have a movie go a bit...
That's because of the fan service, and because it's a fucking cartoon, Illumination, silly ass movie. Probably compared to Sonic, where it actually takes some things a little more serious and takes some time to actually explain some shit. It's probably because Sonic. I think it's just Sonic is just in general, it's just a more mature character or a mature franchise compared to Mario. Like Mario seems to be that I think that's just what it is in general. I think Mario is just the more funner franchise you can have fun with, whereas Sonic you can dive deep, like you can expect more like mature, like more storytelling, more better characters. I think that's what it is. You know, Mario is a character you can have fun with, whereas Sonic is a character you can actually take seriously.
over time with a scene rather than under time. So the movie with superior story
Sonic?
is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly. Sonic has better writing too.
Now before we get started, this round is not a comparison between Sonic and Mario as a franchise. This is purely a comparison of their characters in the movies. So fear not, Sonic and Mario fans. Whichever I choose doesn't mean I prefer one over the other, even if I prefer Mario. Now both characters at their core are good.
Okay. You heard him. Even if he prefers Mario, which I'm not gonna. I prefer Sonic, but it's his opinion.
Going through different emotional arcs. Sonic goes through loneliness, and Mario feels like a failure. It was also very amusing to see Mario have to learn all his different styles of gameplay, and it was really amusing to see him fall through all the pitfalls that we do when playing his games. And we definitely saw Mario go from zero to hero. He had an arc with how he acquired his skill set and didn't just master everything on his very first try. And I really liked that about him. It sends the message that
Peach wasn't a Mary Sue though.
It made his victories later feel much more rewarding and earned, and it made you root for him to succeed. I even liked his personality. He had his over-the-top moments, but he was quite reserved throughout the majority of the film.
Yeah, I like
He
how
wasn't
Mario
shouting
is
all
just
the
a
time,
normal human being.
which could have been a very easy trap for him to fall into. Now, Sonic is definitely a more immature character than Mario, but you soon realize that it's a cover for the fact that he is incredibly lonely. So much so that he plays the role of his friends and even pretends that he's family with an affectionate couple that he enjoys watching. And he tries to put a smile on his face when really he is as
We're on Google's roof and we're about to throw the new Google Pixel in a mouse case!
He is as sad and lonely as can be. He just hasn't admitted it to himself yet. He's in blissful denial. He's also been on Earth for 10 years since he was a kid right after losing someone. His Owl Sensei Guardian thing. And the voice acting for both characters is good too. Neither of them are my first choice, but they ended up playing the parts very well. And I was especially surprised with Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't even tell that it was Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
In fact, if you didn't tell me that Chris Pratt was doing the voice, I never would have guessed it was him. So whichever character...
Exactly. Like he did an amazing job compared to the trailers where he will kind of sound like himself just to bring attention. In the movie, and if you watch the actual movie, you could tell he's really putting on that Brooklyn accent. Sonic's voice in the Sonic movies, Ben Schwartz, he did a fantastic job as Sonic. I'm just saying that right now. Sonic has the better voice than Mario, but you could tell Mario's still like putting on that accent. Like Chris Pratt's still doing the accent. Hell, I fucking forgot Chris Pratt was Mario. I'm sorry, but just him bringing it up, I fucking forgot Chris Pratt was even playing the motherfucker. Whereas I immediately remember Ben Schwartz as Sonic. Hell, I fucking forgot Charlie Day was Luigi. Oh my god. And Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, and then Jack Black is Bowser. Hell, I remember Jim Carrey as Eggman.
All depends on personal preference, and these characters don't have just one personality, they have several with their various different interpretations, including TV show.
Should have been Sonic 2. I'm sorry. I'm just listening. I just love the music. Oops, Sonic X.
But for me personally, I really gravitated towards the loneliness storyline with Sonic. Now, the useless storyline with Mario was also good, but the way the movie showcases Sonic and his loneliness, his denial, and his eventual acceptance into a family, it really works incredibly well, and it felt more satisfying as a character arc.
Yeah.
Now, that being said,
that's because
I
Mario...
do prefer Mario's personality, as he's less annoying than Sonic, because
exactly.
as much slack as I cut Sonic for his overcompensating positive attitude, he's still got annoying at times.
Exactly.
Mario, on the other hand, was much more charming to spend time with, and that is in large part down to Chris Pratt and his performance, even though his character arc was very basic. But neither of these two's character arcs are deep. They are definitely...
Yeah, Sonic was better for me because they actually explained it, actually showed it took some time.
Hovering over surface level. And although I think the movies both do an incredible job at adapting their iconic video game characters, the movie with the superior title character for me is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog won the characters too. Won that round too, so Sonic is probably the better character.
The rest of the characters in Super Mario include Luigi, Princess Peach, Donkey Kong, Toad, and a smattering of others, including the vengeful dog who is absolutely hilarious.
What's his name? Francis. Francis.
Now, of them, Peach has definitely been modernized and is no longer a damsel in distress, and I thought they
Well, thank God.
handled it well. Except for the one scene where she says that she got the hang of advanced and flawless platforming on her first try.
How many tries did it take you?
Oh, so many. I was not good at it. Worse than you.
You got it right away, didn't you?
I got it right away.
In the theater, I was like, come on, don't do this. This is giving me serious Ray vibes.
Oh hell no! Don't even say it. Oh, Peach is woke. They made the Super Mario Brothers movie is woke. No, the fucking isn't. There are plenty of games where Peach is independent and she's brave. She does all this stuff. She's great. And don't even say it because even in the same movie that y'all say is woke, Peach is woke. She cares for her people. She literally tried to fucking save Toads. She cares for the Toads. She even gets help. She accepts help from the Kongs. She even trains Mario. Does that sound woke? Keep that in mind.
How many tries did it take you?
Oh, so many. I was not good at it.
You got it right away, didn't you?
I got it right away.
And on top of that, it's supposed to be a feminist line, but whether they realized it or not, it ended up feeling low-key like an insult to those of us that played the games. Almost like the movie's inadvertently saying, what, you mean you couldn't win this level on your first try?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
Princess Peach could beat it on her first go, you hack.
You stink.
And I was surprised at how Donkey Kong was such an asshole. Anytime
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I love the Mario and Donkey Kong little hate relationship they had. Donkey Kong just hated Mario. This is to the final battle.
him and Mario looked to be finding some common ground with their vulnerabilities, Mario would be sympathetic, whereas Donkey Kong would always throw it back in his face.
You know what my dad thinks so
Oh,
much
this part especially.
Yeah. Well, your dad's right. You know what?
And it was funny every time. And the brotherly bond between Mario and Luigi was one of the highlights of the movie to me, which kind of made it a shame when the two got separated. So much so, I actually would have preferred if Peach was the one who got captured. And then we get the characters in Sonic. Now let me tell you, I like the characters in the first Sonic movie.
DIVORCE.
Most of them. But let's be honest, the human characters are just made up for the movie because they're cheaper than creating Knuckles and Tails. And honestly,
Well, that's why you should have done a comparison between Sonic 2 instead of Sonic 1, because those movies actually do have Sonic and Tails in CGI form.
I don't even need to do a deep dive analysis as to which characters are better. Sonic has your
Of course, Mario in this comparison is better because they have the characters from the games. Now, if you did a comparison from Sonic 2, then it would be more of a discussion.
pretty typical made-to-order human characters that give Sonic someone to talk to, and to be fair, they are better than your average human characters, but at the same time, they do feel very generic.
They're actually good this time around. To the point where people love the fan. People are making fan arts of the human characters.
As far as bundling human characters with CGI characters.
That's why you should have done a comparison with Sonic 2.
Characters go. I mean, even James Marsden has already been on one of these before, and although the sequel mostly fixes this,
I knew he was gonna talk about the fucking sequel. Talk about the sequel. Because those movies, because that one is a more better comparison with the Mario movie.
in the first movie, the characters are there, but aside from Dr. Robotnik, they are incredibly disposable. The characters in Super Mario are from the actual games, and they really help make the movie. And they are far more enjoyable to watch than the characters in the Sonic movie, and are less stale, less generic, and less annoying. So the movie with superior characters
Mario. In this comparison, Mario.
is Super Mario.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. You could have talked about that post credits with Tails though. And if you want to talk about the sequel, you could have talked about the post credits with freaking Shadow. Huh?
Mario Brothers.
Alright, the villains. Eggman or Bowser. I already know who's gonna win in this battle.
I could go on a full tangent, but let's not kid ourselves here.
But for real though, both of these are played by Jim Carrey and Jack Black. Yeah, who? I think I don't know if he's gonna. I think he's probably gonna judge it based off the actor and not about the character that they're playing. because a lot of people praise Sonic for Jim Carrey.
Bowser is a good villain and very cartoony, but he doesn't come close to the live-action cartoon that is Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey makes this movie, and if it wasn't for him, the Sonic film would not be the same.
Oh, you must know my buddy Spencer. We play softball together. Spence. He's a good man. Don't hurt him. What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
And as much fun as I had with Bowser and Jack Black's unrecognizable voice, he doesn't have nearly the same impact as Dr. Robotnik does. He definitely means business, and his constant insecurities about Mario scoring with Princess Peach provided some non-stop laughs.
Which is my issue, considering that they literally made Bowser a simp, even though he could have done so much more. Like, I don't know, actually be a threat towards all the Alex. That was my issue, but okay.
And even though you can't recognize Jack Black's voice, some of his behaviors and sly mannerisms come through, and it's so funny. At one point, he says to his henchman,
"Sit. Jam with me."
and I'm like, that's totally Jack Black right there. And
Yeah, I'll admit, even though Jack Black had the best, I think it was Charlie Day's Luigi or Jack Black as the best voice to me. It was probably Jack Black, even though Jack Black did a fantastic job as Bowser. I'll admit, some lines it was just Jack. It was not even Bowser. It was just Jack Black.
If you imagine that it's Jack Black saying these lines, it's so much funnier. But even the hilarity of Jack Black cannot compete with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is on another level when compared to, well, just humans, and is somehow able to out-cartoon all of these cartoons.
Despite the fact that he literally is supposed to be playing a cartoony scientist with a big mustache, with a bald-headed head, that's bald-headed, and supposed to be fat, too. But it's an origin story. For Christ's sake, literally just shave his head off. Like, that's not even that hard. Any human being can shave their head off. Heck, you could have had, any human being is fat, too. There are bald-headed fat people. There you go. And with big mustaches. There you go. And also, you could have had him wear a red coat. You know what I mean? Just do something. Not literally just make him a freaking human being with a Hitler. Tell me that mustache doesn't remind you of Hitler. When I think of Hitler, I don't think of Dr. Robotnik, okay? I know they're both bad people, but still, this is a fictional. This is supposed to be a fun movie. I'm supposed to be watching Dr. Robotnik, not Hitler, bragging about his machines, while at the same time trying to capture Sonic.
Especially in the second movie, but that's a video for another day. I really enjoyed...
A video for another day, huh? So he's gonna talk about Sonic 2 soon? I'm just saying. He's probably gonna compare it to the first movie when the third one comes out.
Both of these villains. They aren't deep or thought-provoking, but they are exactly who you would want our heroes to go up against. And they have hired the perfect actors for the roles. But in the end, the movie that has the superior villain
Eggman.
is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, the action. Alright. Alright, Mario has the better fan service. Sonic is just... I think Sonic's more fast-paced when it comes to the action, but Mario in general, it's just had the better fan service, and the music and the background too, literally straight out of the games. I think Mario had the better fan service, but Sonic had the better fast pacing.
Due to the nature of the two franchises, one movie is more action-based and the other is more platform-based. The only time we get more traditional action in Super Mario is with the racing scene. In particular, Mario utilizes action set-pieces from several of its games rather than just the one. And I like how the action in Mario is full of references that non-Mario players won't get, such as when Mario drifts on the track and then is caught.
Yeah, and then he jumps on another world, and then the whole Rainbow World and the Mario Kart. Oh, that Mario Kart segment. Oh, that was fire. I love that Mario Kart.
And the animation throughout all of these action sequences is so beautiful and full of passion and energy. And I gotta say, this has to be the most video game movie of all video game.
Yes. Especially, yes, the Mario Kart and the music and the final battle too. Yes.
Movies. Anytime we reach an action set piece or Mario and Luigi have to platform, the camera shifts its perspective to a 2.5D.
Like a 2D, like a 2D shot. Like I noticed that a lot with the Mario movie. A lot of the shots will look 2D to give all the fact that, hey, this is a Mario movie. This is a video game movie. And then the action shows too. That, oh, this is a video game movie. This is a video game character.
Video game angle. These are the same angles that happen in the game, and it makes the video game movie still feel like a movie, but play out like a video game.
Yeah.
When you watch the action scenes in Sonic, they are very much movie action scenes. Very rarely, if ever, does the Sonic movie shift its camera angle to the video game's angle. And that doesn't mean that it has to, because when past video game movies attempt to do that, it just takes you out of the whole experience. Kind of like the 2005 Doom movie. But Super Mario Bros. Did not. It somehow managed to make the platforming all the more engaging and tug at the nostalgic heartstrings for every generation of Mario players. Whether you played on the NES, or SNES, the N64, the DS like I did, or even the Wii and Switch versions, there was something in here for every generation of Mario gamer. And it is astonishingly good how the movie managed to do that. And it even incorporated a huge variety of Mario games into this one movie. The most prominent ones being Super Mario 64, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario...
Yeah, Mario Kart, Mario 64, there was even some Luigi's Mansion. Oh, there was a Donkey Kong with the Donkey Kong Country. And there could have even been Yoshi's Island, like Yoshi's, if they didn't sideline Yoshi just for the post-credits.
Mario 3D Land and Mario Kart, which are some of the most iconic of the franchise. The only disappointments I have with the action is that the Mario Kart race was good, but could have been better and even more creative. And the music for the action scenes could have incorporated more epic Mario music, which this movie squanders so many opportunities, it's not even funny. Interestingly, the action in both of these movies do resemble each other at times. The final action scene in both films takes...
Oh yeah, it takes place on a freaking city, on the street. Ah yeah, I noticed that too. It takes place on the street, and then they both get like a power up. Like Sonic gets the lightning, and Mario just gets the superstar with Luigi. Yeah, and then they both had to take out Eggman and Bowser. Yeah.
Takes place on Earth, on a road. Backup arrives for both characters, and both movies even get a credit scene where it's teased that in the next movie, our title character is going to get a pet. Mario is just so unique in his execution.
Well, at least... Yeah. Both post credits, yeah.
That it really combines video game and movie action in a way that we have never seen before. So much so that it actually makes you feel like playing the game after you finish watching, which is also how episode 2 of HBO's The Last of Us made you feel.
Yeah.
Whereas the action with Sonic is great, it never made me feel like playing the game, because aside from a couple of recognizable moves, and ripping off X-Men Days of Future Past, most of it is original action, designed and choreographed specifically for the movie. In Mario, however, everything you see in the action can be done in the game, and not only can it be done, but it's very likely that you have already done it. And to see it done in the movie feels like your memorable gaming sessions actually made it into the film, and it provides an extra layer of enjoyment and nostalgia.
Which I'm not gonna lie to you. They need to do something similar like that in Sonic 3, or even the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming soon.
Scenes. So the action in both films is great, and it really depends on what.
Like I really need to feel like, oh, it's an action scene, but it's also a video game scene. Like you're playing you're watching a video game action. Like let's just say like what you just said. Like it feels like it's an action scene, but with video games but it feels like you're playing the video game.
Of action you're looking for. But for me, as platformy as the action scenes in Super Mario are, the fact is that it somehow managed to take the gameplay from the game and perfectly translate it to the movie, whilst being able to make it look natural and not mechanical.
Yeah, exactly. Like do something like that in future video game movies. Take the gameplay and incorporate it into the action scenes, and don't have it look stiff and like, oh, it's straight out of the game. No, have the characters move naturally to make it like action from a movie, but gameplay from the game.
It's such a huge,
like combined, like mixture, balance.
Technological leap for video game movies, and it really blew me away with this blend of the two styles. So to me, the movie with superior action
Probably Mario.
is Super Mario Bros.
conclusion.
In the end, both of these movies have different approaches, and each paid off and honored the material in different ways.
Yeah, honestly, like the whole Mario and Sonic shit, it needs to stop. Like, if y'all want to compare the two so bad, how about instead of trying to compare the two, how about you ask to make the two cross over, and not a Olympic, not those Olympics. No, have them actually cross over like an actual Mario and Sonic, like story mode, like adventure game. You know what I mean? Like adventure. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright. Again, we better hear that song in Sonic 3 somehow, even if it's a remix. Otherwise, I'm gonna scream. But yeah, honestly, both franchises are good on its own. Like, y'all don't need to really compare the two. Like, it's just they're both characters we love. You know what I mean? Like, they're both iconic characters that many people enjoy, and to see them on the big screen is like a dream come true. So there's no need to compare the two. Just let's just have fun. Let's just celebrate the fact that the two characters that we love started the video game movie like hype. Like, all these video game movies are coming out. We're getting Five Nights at Freddy's soon too. We're getting Five Nights at Freddy's soon. If there's a like, if I'm being honest with you, if y'all want to compare a franchise to both franchises, how about compare Mario to other Nintendo franchises, and compare Sonic to like I don't know, like an anime or something like Dragon Ball or Naruto, especially since Sonic is going to more anime route. Thanks to Sonic Frontiers, like Sonic is like shonen again, and they're going to more anime routes, especially with the action scenes in Sonic 2. I mean, in Sonic Frontiers, especially with the bosses. Yeah, like they're going the more anime route. So if you were to compare a franchise to Sonic, just do anime franchises like Dragon Ball and Naruto, and have Mario get compared to other Nintendo franchises. You know, like, enough with the Mario and Sonic debates. Like, it's over. If anything, they've gone alone now. Nintendo and Sega, they've gone alone now. Y'all want to have Mario and Sonic together? Like, have them cross over it, and then take down, like, team up. Instead of having them fight each other, like, that would make more sense. That would make more sense anyway.
Mario was more direct and Sonic less so, but still ended up being fun as he got the character down, and that goes triply for the sequel. And that just reminds me of the high that video game adaptations seem to be.
Yeah, Sonic 2 was lit. You need to do a video on Sonic 2. That movie was lit, especially with Sonic 3 coming out soon with Shadow. Oh yeah.
Going on lately. I mean, seriously, the difference in quality between video game projects now and back then are symbolized perfectly with the new and improved Sonic we ended up getting, and the live-action dung beetle we got the first time. And as I said, it really makes you want to play the game. In fact,
only natural diamonds to treasure. No.
Shout out to the Sonic movie for starting the video game trend. I mean, it was technically Detective Pikachu, but Sonic really set the bar high. Oh yeah, and also I saw his video on him comparing Detective Pikachu and Sonic in the Sonic movie, and let me tell you something. I thought he was gonna do the same thing. I thought he was gonna just bitch about Sonic a lot, cause when I saw his Detective Pikachu in the Sonic movie video, he kind of criticized the Sonic movie a lot, but here he's warmed up to it. He's warmed up to it. I think it's Sonic 2 that made him like appreciate Sonic 1 a lot more. Cause back then I saw his Detective Pikachu and Sonic versus video. He would criticize it a lot.
in fact, I love the way they.
He criticized the Sonic movie a lot, but now he seems to grown to it. He seems to give a lot more praises to it.
Use the gliding wheels in the movie so much that I actually installed and set up the Wii U emulator on my Steam Deck just so I could play Mario Kart 8 with the gliding wheels, and eventually play on the revised Rainbow
For real, like I said this in my review, but I was gonna play some Mario Kart after the Mario Kart action scene in the movie. I really love it so much, and I really love how they incorporated the wheels, like the anti-video wheels from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I really love that.
It sucked in the end, with me far preferring the old rainbow tracks in the DS and 3DS versions, which looked more like the one in the movie, but still, the fact that it motivated me to embark on a journey of disappointment I wouldn't have otherwise, that shouldn't go unnoticed. Funny thing is, I also wanted to play The Last of Us again after watching them fend off the clickers in episode 2. That's when these video game movies go the extra mile to me. Not only do they work as great entertainment, but they simultaneously make you want to play the game. And I never got that from the Sonic movies. They worked great as movies, but they didn't make me think about playing the game even once. I mean, how else do you expect me to throw money away, Sega? And that is an ingredient to video game movies that I didn't even think I needed. But then these two rascals came along, and now I do. It's time for the scores.
All right.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a...
Alright, let's hear the scores. I think, is it still a 6 like last time with Pikachu? Or is it good, or is it better this time? And what's his score for the Mario movie? Because here's my scores. My score for Sonic 1 is an 8 out of 10. My score for the Mario movie is a 7.5. Yes, I did say the Mario movie is better because it's only because of the fan service and the action. Sonic had better writing, yeah, and better pacing, but yeah, that's why. And I felt more connection to Sonic. Maybe it's because I'm a Sonic fan, but yeah, I think Sonic is just better paced. Especially with the sequel, yeah, I think Sonic is better, the movie.
Good movie, but it does get weighed down by its pretty bare bones and lazy road trip story. The second movie massively remedies this, but the first movie does feel very dated, and the more you rewatch it, the road trip...
Wait, how does he feel about the second one though? That's why I want to know. Because apparently he says, oh, the second movie would do this, but the first movie did this. So yeah, I think he loved the second movie. Let me know, how do you feel about the second movie, Eric?
Element really starts to wear on you after a while, and because of that, Sonic the Hedgehog gets a high 6 out of 10. And Super
Alright, Sonic still has a 6. It's a high 6.
Mario Bros. Is quite basic and feels like it needs more emotional substance, but it does a lot of things very well. And I came away having a lot of fun with the movie. Aside from Jim Carrey, I thought the comedy was better in the Mario movie, and all round, I had a really good time watching it. And as flawed as the pacing is, I still had a lot of fun, and I actually wanted to watch it again. So Super Mario Bros. Gets a very good 7 out of 10. If you've played the games, you can't go wrong with either.
Alright, this Mario movie gets a 7. Okay.
Of these movies.
So he thinks apparently the Mario movie is better. But yeah, but Sonic had more points in this video though. How does he feel about Sonic 2 though? That's what I want to know. How does he feel about Sonic 2? And how does he feel, since he talked about video game movies, video game adaptations are coming better, how does he feel about the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
If anything, you'll really appreciate the implementation of the game's lore, small attention to details, and references that they integrated. Sonic just needs to spend less time with the humans and more time with the video game characters and video game worlds. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2 strikes that balance a lot better than Sonic 1 did. And Mario...
Yeah.
It took you to Mushroom Kingdom and it kept you there for 90% of the movie. And I hope future video game movies of this sort do the exact same thing, including Sonic 3. And I'll also throw Transformers...
Yeah, Sonic 3. With Shadow... yeah, like literally, like I just said, even Sonic 3 needs to do something like that. Come on. Sonic 3 can do it. And the Knuckles show.
On that list too. At the end of the day, whether Mario or Sonic is better is a matter of personal opinion, but both characters have left an indelible mark on video game history. And
I agree. Yeah, they both are great. They both left such a huge impression on video game history. I prefer Sonic though, but I still love Mario too.
Now they have also left their mark on movie history.
Yeah, and now everyone wants to see them crossover. And there's even everyone's saying there should be a Smash Bros. Movie. Even though there are some people that disagree, there's some people are saying, "Oh, Super Smash Bros. Is a bad idea." I'm over here like, I can see where you're coming from, because it would take a lot of hard work, but I think they can do it.
I'm very eager to see where we go from here. Will Hollywood give extra time and effort to all these upcoming video game adaptations, or will they get lazy and drop the ball? We will have to wait and see. But one thing is for sure. The path forward is a lot more promising than what we had before.
Yeah. Bro. The fucking video game soundtrack, bro.
Let me know what you guys think of the two.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bro, the fucking soundtrack.
Movies below and which one you think is superior. Also, let me know what your top 5 favorite Mario and Sonic games are in the comments as well. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Rush on the DS. I know it's not a great version, but
Hey, he loves Sonic Rush, okay.
that was my entry into the Sonic games and I loved it as a kid. And my favorite Mario game of all time is Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. The 3D effect was very good and the
Mario
kite
Kart
gliding
7.
really transformed
Mario
the
Kart
gameplay
7.
for me. And it also had really fun multiplayer, just like the DS version. And the DS and 3DS just felt like the
Bro, he fucked with Sonic Rush, bro. He fucked with Sonic Rush.
perfect form factor to play Mario Kart on. And as always, a huge thanks to my
Look, there you go. His Sonic and Detective Pikachu video. Yeah, go watch that. And watch this video, too. He said Sonic Rush is his favorite Sonic, bro. It's not my favorite Sonic game, but I really love that game. Bro.
patrons. And if you head on over to my Patreon right now, you will see me react to the final The Flash trailer, and you will also very soon see me react to the new trailer and gameplay footage of Spider-Man 2 for PS5. Thanks again
Oh, yeah, that Spider-Man trailer? Oh, yes, bro.
for watching, guys, and I will see all of you
Dun, dun,
next
dun.
time. Take care.
I appreciate the fact that he didn't bias towards one of. That's what y'all should do. I love this guy. He didn't bias towards Mario or Sonic, because what I thought it was gonna happen, I thought he was gonna bias towards one of the two. Cause I be watching this guy's videos sometimes, and I do notice that he biased towards some movies more than others, and I noticed that he would kind of praise DC a lot and criticize Marvel, which I understand, but still. I thought he was gonna criticize a lot of Sonic and praise Mario, or criticize Mario and praise Sonic. I thought that was gonna happen, which thank God it didn't. He just gave his opinions on both films, and he lists his favorite games. He fucked with Sonic Rush, bro. See, what I thought was gonna happen, I thought he was gonna say my favorite Sonic game was the classic original 2D games, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I thought that was gonna be his favorite one. Or I thought Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations. I thought that would have been an obvious answer. But he said Sonic Rush? He said Sonic Rush? I did not expect that. From a guy that's not a Sonic fan, that usually does movies comparisons, not video game. That tells you how big. Guys, that tells you how great this movie did for our franchise. Look at this fantastic movie right here. That tells you how great this movie did for our brand. People are talking about games that usually would get criticized by critics, but he likes Sonic Rush? That's his favorite one? I didn't even notice that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bro, as a Sonic fan, that really just caught me off guard. That just made my day. Even though it's night, but that just made my day. Shout out to this guy. In fact, I'm gonna like this video. Literally for what he just said at the end. I would like this video.
Sonic.
That tells you how big our brand is getting. Especially Sonic Frontiers was a huge success. It's making 3 million copies. Bro, our brand's getting bigger, guys. Our brand's getting bigger. He's getting up there. He's getting up there. I'm telling you. Our franchise is it's only getting started. It's getting up there. It's literally getting up there. People are wanting a Mario and Sonic crossover movie, bro. Sonic's getting up there. Heck, on my last day of school, people were playing on their Nintendo Switches, and I talked to them, and people weren't even talking about Sonic. That tells you how big Sonic's getting. And plus, someone said, I talked about Sonic Prime, and Dale was like, oh, I love Sonic Boom. That tells you how big our brand is getting. So yeah, that's the Mario and Sonic movie debate. And yeah, oh man, bro. Like I said, if he compared it to Sonic 2, it would have been a better discussion. Because obviously Mario movie is better than Sonic 1. But yeah. Sorry, that just made my day. He said Sonic Rush is his favorite one. But yeah, video game movies are getting better thanks to these two characters right here. And especially when you take into account that people were worried for both of these movies. In fact, people were even saying that these movies were gonna suck because of what was going on. Like Sonic was a live action CGI hybrid. Some people were worried it was gonna suck because of that, and people were worried that the Mario movie was gonna suck because it was Illumination and the celebrity voice casting of Chris Pratt, Jack Black, all that. But surprisingly, both movies ended up being good. But yeah, those are our video game movies. The hype train. Fuck the critics. Fuck what the critics say. We love those movies. The video game hype. Hell yeah. The Detective Pikachu. But for real though, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out, bro. I just want to see that movie so bad, and I really want to see his review on Five Nights at Freddy's. Since I don't know if he's gonna like that one or not. I know he may like Mario and Sonic, but I don't know if he's gonna like the Five Nights at Freddy's or not. Knowing this guy, I say he's probably gonna think it's decent, but not great. At least for him. At least from what I know about this guy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say right now. So, adios, Sonic Squad and Mario fans. Just gamers. I love games in general. But for real, guys, I can't get over the fact he fuck with Sonic Rush, bro. I fuck with this guy too. I fuck with him too. He said Sonic Rush is his favorite game. I mean, it's his favorite Sonic game. I fuck with him too. Sonic Rush all day. I'm gonna stream that game on my channel. Stay tuned. Especially when it starts growing, which it's gonna do this year. I'm gonna stream that game. I'm out.